welcome to my first episode of the renovation series for our 1940s Queenslander. I filmed a video almost 12 months ago now, giving you a walkthrough and a tour of our home. Today's video is focusing on one of the bedrooms. I'm going to start right from the beginning of when I gutted the wardrobe through to the very end, where I give you tips about the things that I have pushed into this room to turn into exactly what I wanted it to be for our daughter's bedroom. I'm going to leave links below on the process, on the things I have purchased, and my total spendings for this renovation. So read all the details below and the description below, and you'll find all the information on what I purchased, links, and what they cost. Well, maybe not what they cost, because I was very savvy for about 6 months purchasing things, and I was very good to purchase a lot of it on sale. A lot of the items too were also off of Marketplace, and if you are renovating or on a budget, I highly recommend Marketplace or secondhand stores, or joining the free swap pages at your local Facebook area. There are some really good places to get some really cheap items. Some things I have upcycled in our home and you will see in future videos, but today's video I'm going to walk you through renovating my daughter's bedroom. I'm also going to leave all of the paint colours below for you. We are not professionals. We are amateur renovators. I love keeping busy and doing a little bit of DIY along the way. As you can see here, I was not well equipped to reaching, I think it was my hammer. I had like on the floor or on the ladder where I've got my camera balanced, because I'm trying to hang, there we go, it was my hammer. So we're not experts at doing this, guys. So if I'm doing something wrong, please don't blame me. Please don't pull me up on it, because the outcome I am very happy with. We do not need a lot of tools for the renovations that I do, and I've tried really hard not to use a lot of power tools. I pretty much have a screwdriver, a hammer, and I also have a battery drill to make life a lot easier for me. And then it's the good old paintbrush, a bit of common sense, a bit of creativity, a lot of Pinterest, a lot of bargain hunting, and I've turned this into what I think and what my daughter has described as the best room she has ever seen.
On her tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond a couple hours from Japan. Would you stay awake? I'm losing touch of who I am.
This is a gorgeous bed frame I picked up from Marketplace. I want to say it was $50, just check below because I don't know the actual details while I'm doing this voiceover. But it's a beautiful bed frame, white, wrought iron kind of a look to it, and it just tied in really well. Her previous bed frame was white, but it was wooden, and I just thought it matched too much to the VJ panels in the bedroom, because her previous bed was actually a VJ panel styled bed. I'm just hanging up a shelf now. This is actually from, the shelf I actually got was from Bunnings. You'd be surprised the stuff you can find when you look in different locations. Right now I am painting, and I painted and I painted and I painted. We had asbestos in the ceilings, which was not a surprise, but something we didn't plan on removing and replacing. And when they done that, there were some marks where the new ceiling met the VJ panels up the top, and we just said to our builder, look, we can touch that with paint, don't worry, we got the paint. But when we were touching up, you could see a slight change in colour in the white walls. We got the same white, but I'm guessing over the years, maybe a bit of dirt and dust and fading. So we are now painting the whole entire internal house. Every single wall is having to get a freshen up, which is okay because some of the rooms already have a feature wall we are putting in them. But the white walls, they're all getting repainted. So I'm not going to bore you with all the painting I done. Just trust me, there was a lot of painting that took place in this room alone.
Closer than
This unit is part of the Trofast range from IKEA. I purchased it brand new. I could have found one on Marketplace. I think I was just in one of those moments where I had an idea and I followed through with it. I painted it a beautiful yellow colour. Again, I'll leave all the details below for it. All I needed to paint this though was a sample pot. The sample pot, first pick, same with the pink actually, I got right the first time. I was very happy with the colours. I had a very clear mind on the colour scheme for this bedroom. And the sample pot, I think they're like $8, $6, maybe $10, I'm not too sure, was all I needed to paint this, and it looks fantastic. And hanging on the wall with the additional detailings and little decor items I add to it, it just really makes her room bright and bubbly. Unfortunately, I cannot remember where I purchased that rainbow from that I was just hanging. I purchased that about 18 months ago when I was just like, I can just see this in her room. It is beautiful. So unfortunately, that is the only item in the room that I do not know where it is from. But let's get this room dressed and you can see the final look. Before I end the video, I will run through a couple of things with you. Now, I'm going to leave links to everything I can possibly find in here below. Some of these things I was very savvy and waited for the sales. I used my flyby points. So if you look them up and the price is different to what I paid, please just keep that in mind. For example, the bedspread is from Target. I waited till they had a sale on and I purchased that. They had 20% off. When I purchased the blinds, these blinds are fantastic. They're from Blinds Online. They had a great deal going. I think I got 15 or 20% off and I got free delivery because we have done our whole entire house in these blinds here. They are great. I've actually got a video coming with how I install them. I installed them myself. They are so easy to install and they give a really good coverage. They are a blackout blind. I've got them up just to show you the windowsill because I painted that pink. But they give a great cover. You can probably see the room in a bit better colouring now. This is actually a really bright yellow. It's coming out a bit mustard on my camera along with the drawers here, the little shelving unit here. They're a nice bright yellow colouring. So it's a really cheery girls' room. But there are things that I haven't finished. I'm actually finishing off some DIY for these suitcases. I picked up these suitcases ages ago from Kmart. We actually use them to store her doll's clothes in. She's got her doll's bed down here with her. But as you can see with this one here, I actually done like a spray paint job. I actually used the same paint that I went through and done all of the hinges with. The hinges were actually all painted white and we wanted to revamp them, so we stripped them all back and we put a coat of a sealant on it, and then we done like a gold bronze spray kind of finish on it. I'll have to find the can and see if I can show you exactly what we purchased, but I'm doing it on these here and it's come up really, really nice. So these are from Kmart. The ones I actually wanted, I think, were from West Elm and they were hundreds of dollars. These I think I got for like $30 for the pair. So I have to do the bottom one down here. I'm actually going to do an Instagram reel. I'll try and put on YouTube as well on how I done it. A really, really simple hack just to sort of bougie it up a little bit more. It's not perfect, but I love it. My daughter loves it as well. And then there were some things that we've had for a long time. Like this was a Christmas present, her little tea set. And this was something my mum actually handed down to us, but she's using that as her little table, which actually works out perfectly. There are some things we are still waiting on for the bedroom due to a number of reasons, COVID delays, trying to get suppliers with things. So the little doorknobs here. So you may remember way back when little Miss was in a cot and I transferred her into a bed. I actually purchased these off of eBay and she had bedside drawers and I used this here. I wanted to purchase them for her wardrobe. We actually reused the doors. We didn't replace anything apart from inside the wardrobe, which you would have seen. The wardrobe renovation that we done in the kids' bedrooms. Little Miss is up, little man's is coming. I feel like I've neglected his videos. I'm focusing on her room first. But I'm still waiting for a few more door knobs to come in, and then I can put the top ones in up here as well. I've been very smart at reusing these tubs here. You may remember they were in our lounge room. The kids were using to store their toys. Now I put excess toys, books, and that kind of thing in, and then all up here. This is actually very high. We have very high ceilings. 4 meters, 3 point something meter high ceilings. Up here I've got all of her bed linen and some additional plush toys that we're just not playing with at the moment. The other thing I actually forgot to film and I regret it, but I will do it on our bedroom wardrobe because I haven't done ours yet and I have done my son's, is we hung these mirrors here. I wanted a really cost-effective solution to bouging up the wardrobe. So if I stand back here and you see the wardrobe, I'll see if I can find like the original photo of the wardrobe, and this looks a million times better by fixing the door hinges. It literally probably cost me, with all the door hinges I have done and the 2 cans of spray paint, each hinge probably cost me about 50 cents to redo. So much nicer than the white crusty, they just painted over it while the doors were hung sort of thing. And then these mirrors here, these ones here are from Kmart. My son's ones I got from Big W, and our ones are actually going to be a little bit different. They're going to be from IKEA, but a really cost-effective way. Instead of replacing the door, putting mirrors all up the door, which would look lovely, but this is a really, really cute way to sort of add a bit of an effect to the doors. Now stay tuned because every bedroom has got kind of a different theme. Hers is very pink and yellow and fresh. I kept her rug very simple because it is a much, I don't know if it comes across in the camera or not guys, but it is a much smaller space. Whereas our bedroom and my son's bedroom, we have used a bit more color and patterning on the rugs. The other thing I will mention as well is the bedroom sign. I've had that since we lived, not in our last house, the last house we owned. Can I remember where it came from? I think it was Arlo & Co. If I can find it, I'll leave the website below for you. These are all original. I gave them a bit of a polish up with some Brasso, and we took the doors off and painted them, and then we just went through again with all of the hinges. I need to sort of finish off the screws on them though, is we painted them up with the same effect as the hinges and the little suitcases down there. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I learned a lot in the process with this room. I am now a pro at painting VJ panel walls. They are not easy to do. It is really hard to do with a roller brush. So this is the first room completed. I am really happy with how it turned out. I got a lot of inspiration from Pinterest. I got a lot of inspiration. The actual color scheme I chose for this room came from this pillow here. My mum bought this for my daughter probably about 2 years ago. I think it's from, I was gonna say Adairs, it's actually from Pillow Talk, and I just loved the colors on it. I wanted to pull some of them out. I didn't want to do like the typical super pink room, but Little Miss loves pink, and I thought I could pull out the yellows, the purples, and the pinks, and I think I've done a really good job of that. This is a really practical room. This isn't for display. We've used that umbrella a lot lately. She's got her little handbag there. We do have a hat we hang there, but she's using it today. I've got the trundle bed underneath here. I wanted a valance to disguise, because otherwise you just see that when you walk in, and I got that valance from Target. I was actually thinking about getting a frilly one, but then I realized how the simple, it kind of just camouflages away. It's like a very simple valance to use. Again, I waited for the sales to come through. So much came off of Marketplace. Her bed frame I got from Marketplace, and I just love the look of it. It is exactly what I wanted and pictured, and I got it for an absolute bargain. Wait until I show you our bedroom one and how I transformed, I think it was a $60 king bed frame, into something that you would see online for like $1,000. You'd be surprised what you can get off Marketplace. Now, there were some things, I bought this brand new. If I was more patient, I could have probably picked something up like this online. I painted it anyway myself. I will leave all the paint colors below if you are interested to see the paint colors I have used, but it's amazing what you can do with a little bit of paint. I chose my theme, and for months and months and months, I have saved, I have looked, I have gone to some of the weirdest places like Bunnings to purchase some really pretty little items, even down to things like this here. We actually got this from, probably needs a bit of a wipe to be honest, probably a bit dusty. Just Label It. She makes these beautiful labels, but she also sells items as well. Unfortunately, we did break the end of it. Little Miss did the very first day we had it. But these are just perfect night lights for the kids to have. Hop into your room, I'm coming. The other reason I have the shelving here and no bedside drawers, the kids do not have bedside drawers this time round because they both have trundle beds when friends stay over. If the kids aren't feeling well, we sleep with them. If we've got family that come over, they got a trundle bed to pull out here. I didn't want drawers in the way, and as you can see between her bedroom door and the wall, and this is pretty much the only wall we could put her bed head against because I didn't want it anywhere near the window. There's a very small gap here, so literally the drawers would have taken up the whole entire room. So I think differently can also work in your favor at times. So having a really cute shelf, we put a couple of books there that we read for the week, and then I change them out. I go into her wardrobe, grab a few different books and pull them out. I have been asked, because a few of you have seen it, so I'm assuming you've got like old Queenslanders or casement style windows as well. These here, these are actually a safety lock. So when I open the window up, which I will do now for you, it only, I don't know if you can see this with the sun and the overexposure I've currently got right now, but if you can, but it stops the window from opening too far. I basically got a gap of about that big, so you can put your hand out, fresh air can come in, and this just stays locked. I can unlock that and completely open the window out. We purchased these from Bunnings, really easy to self-install. I'm very two-story house with children, and we've also got casement windows. It made me very concerned about, especially my son, realizing that you could probably jump outside the window. So they got put on all the bedroom windows, and we're going to do it on the lounge room window as well. So it took me quite a few months to finally get to the stage, but I have. I hope you have enjoyed the process and the video. There are definitely some things that I missed filming, like purchasing some items and decorating it and hanging some items up, but I hope it has helped and maybe given you a little bit of inspiration, whether you're completely renovating or you're just looking at some ideas to change things up a little bit. This is a very small room, and I have done my best to maximize the space. Again, I don't think the size actually comes out on camera that well. Maybe you'll notice it when I do my son's bedroom. His is a lot bigger than this one here, but that is my daughter's bedroom makeover on a very, very tight budget, because I tested myself to see what I could do, and I am beyond thrilled with the outcome. So is she. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Bye.